Australian mix must be a good feeling after a few years, back in domestic cricket.
Yeah, obviously great to get the call from John yesterday. So yeah, pretty happy to be back and looking forward to the weekend.
Good that form's rewarded in the Big Bash. Makes sense from a selection point of view.
Yeah, happy with the way it's coming out and performed quite well in the Big Bash. So yeah, good to coming back into the team with some form under your belt.
And that call from Inverarity, was it a long conversation or was it just mate you're in?
No, yeah, it was about 30 seconds. So yeah, I was at lunch down in Salamanca and yeah, got the call and went back and finished my lunch. So yeah, it was in and out, nice and quick.
Is it good you'll have a few of your Tigers teammates in the squad as well to chat to? And
yeah, great especially having George there. So played with George all for the Big Bash and having him captain, he knows what I do and what I can't do. So yeah, good to have him there.
You've had a taste of playing for Australia. How different bowl are you now from when you played back in South Africa those years ago?
Yeah, got a few more games under my belt now. So yeah, I was pretty raw, old but raw a few years ago. But yeah, pretty happy that I've got the experience now and understand what my role is and what I have to do to be successful.
Are you the same sort of bowler though? Have you changed much than then?
I haven't changed too much, no. Just probably understand what to bowl at certain times a bit better, yeah.
We've seen the very best bowlers take some stick at international 2020 level. Is it a nerve-wracking experience given it is so heavily slanted towards batsmen?
Not really. You get whacked in any game. So I got whacked in the Big Bash last game. So it's just something you got to cop on the chin. And when you have your good days, make sure you cash in.
Is it a different skill set that you spend your time working on rather than leg cutters or whatever you are working on these T20 specific skills?
Yeah, it is. But I've tended to mould my one-day cricket into my 2020 stuff as well. So I tend to bowl similar in all formats these days.
We've seen you in the Big Bash bowl, probably 95% slower balls, or those finger spinning deliveries. Is that what you'll take to the international game as well?
Yeah, I don't think I'll change too much. Playing on 2 drop-in wickets, so they'll probably be quite effective on those. So yeah, I don't think I'll be changing my game at all at this level.
Do you keep an eye on? We heard George talk about the 2014 World Cup. Some strong performances here. Will keep you in the mix there.
Yeah, haven't really looked past Saturday. So yeah, obviously if you're performing well, your name's going to be up there. So yeah, who knows where you can go if you have a couple of good games.
Did you ever think you'd get back there? It was only a couple of years ago you got cut by Queensland, and now you're back in the Australian team.
Probably didn't think I'd get there in the first place. Yeah, it was probably always a goal, but never really at the front of your mind to crack it. Just keep playing well for your teams that you play for.
Do the riches of T20 make it, attractive to be like a T20 specialist, I guess? Yeah,
it's obviously, yeah, the money's there, so it is an attractive thing, but I really enjoy my one-day cricket and being around a team in the domestic competition's great, so if you do go that 2020 route, that all disappears pretty quickly, so it's nice to have that team down here in Tassie.
So you don't see yourself as just a specialist for T20?
No, I quite like my one-day stuff too, and I might have been off-spinner in the 4-day game one of these days, you never know, but yeah, no, I quite enjoy playing all the formats at the moment.
Do your mates give you a stick about being more of a spinner than a quick these days?
Yeah, right? Every day. I think Invers even wants me to be an off-spinner these days, so we'll wait and see where that goes, but no, I'm happy being bits and pieces at the moment.
You still took wicket bowling quicker though. You think that might surprise a few when you do eventually bowl a quick one?
Yeah, I've actually played against a lot of the Sri Lankans in the Sri Lankan 2020 comp last year, so they've probably seen what I do a bit, so just about getting it right in the day.
Do you ever think where you might be if you didn't take up that offer to come down to Tasmania?
I'd be on the tools. That's where I'll be right now. Yeah, so I've actually got to go on the tools after this. But yeah, no, cricket's cricket. It's great to get paid to do what you do. But yeah, there's always normal life once that's done.
You still work for a living?
Yeah, still try and do a bit of carpentry stuff here and there to keep the body ticking over.